national anthem will now be played by the Eisenhower High School's band under the direction of Mrs. Kathy Boss. Please stand for the national anthem. Please be seated. Good afternoon and welcome. On behalf of the faculty, administration, and Board of Education, it is my honor to welcome parents, family, and friends to the Eisenhower High School class of 1995 commencement exercise. This entire ceremony is being taped and will be shown on local cable Channel 9 in the near future. Also, all graduates will be photographed as they receive their diplomas. We realize this is a very joyous and happy occasion, but in consideration of the class of 1995 and in recognition of the solemn occasion, we are asking that all guests remain seated until all graduates have left the floor and that all applause be withheld until the names of all the graduates have been read. The students graduating this afternoon are a very special group of young men and women. They have demonstrated support for their school, classmates, and community. They have participated in Eisenhower's service clubs, peer education programs, and the school's athletic programs. They have provided Eisenhower with excellent student leadership and lasting memories. The class of '95 has also provided Eisenhower with excellent academic achievements and recognition. 17 students share valedictory standing, having earned a grade point average of 4 point or better for 4 years of study. 18% of the graduates are wearing honor cords confirmed by the George C. Marshall chapter of the National Honor Society. Eisenhower dominated the Macomb Area Conference all-academic team, placing more students on the team than any other school in the 21-school conference. Students have won academic competition on a local, state, and national levels, including one student who received recognition as a National Merit Scholarship semifinalist. Many students have been awarded merit or co-curricular scholarships from Michigan and out-of-state colleges and universities. More than 80% of the graduates will pursue further education to meet the demands of a changing society. Class of 1995, today you stand poised on the edge of tomorrow, ready for an exciting new chapter in your life. On behalf of Eisenhower High School, I wish every graduate continuing success in future endeavors. Now it is my pleasure to introduce our special guests that have all contributed to the class of '95. We are very pleased and honored to have them with us this afternoon. First, the Superintendent of the Utica Community Schools, Dr. Joan Sargent. Assistant Superintendent for Business Affairs, Dr. Frank Pichelle. Assistant Superintendent for Instruction, Dr. Robert Riley. Assistant Superintendent for Human Resources, Mr. David Berube. Director of Secondary Education and former Principal of Eisenhower, Mr. Vern Lamoureux. President, Board of Education, Mr. Dick Kopis. Vice President, Board of Education, Mr. William Browning. Treasurer, Board of Education, Mrs. Christine Robichaud. Secretary, Board of Education, Mrs. Becky Higbee. Trustee, Board of Education, Mr. Kevin Lohmeyer. Trustee, Board of Education, Mrs. Carol Kleno. Trustee, Board of Education, Mr. Greg Watovich. Our very able Associate Principal, Mr. Philip Yeagley. Interim Associate Principal and Athletic Director, Mr. Jerry Willis. Our fine department chairpersons, Ms. Barbara Folks, Business. Ms. Phyllis Hocking, Business. Dr. Frank Fitchko, Counseling. Mrs. Nancy Cross, Fine Arts. Mrs. Anita Kepley, Language Arts. Mr. Thomas Van Houten, Mathematics. Mr. Robert Johnston, Physical Education. Mr. Peter Marchuk, Science. Mr. Richard Terry, Science. Mr. Robert Duda, Vocational Technical Education. Ms. Suzanne Crombeck, Cooperative Education Coordinator. Mrs. Debbie Teeney, Library Media Specialist. Administrators from our feeder schools, Mallow Junior High Principal, Mrs. Mary Stephen. Assistant Principal, Mr. Rick Kasarian. Shelby Junior High Principal, Mr. David Terrell. Chrisman Elementary Principal, Mrs. Nancy Dotson. Ebling Elementary Principal, Mr. Mark Schroeder. Schweitzer Elementary Principal, Ms. Gaitha McVeigh. I would like to recognize for their contributions this afternoon, Activities Director, Mrs. Linda Thomas, Band Director, Mrs. Kathy Bass, Class Sponsor, Mr. William Gass, Commencement Name Readers, Mr. Alan Seaford, Math Department, Mr. Richard Terry, Science Department. Thank you. I would like to introduce to you the class of 1905 valedictorians and salutatorian. These students are truly outstanding representatives of this fine class. Gregory Barish, valedictorian. Gregory's honors include Eisenhower Academic Letter, Presidential Outstanding Academic Achievement Award, Michigan Society of Professional Engineers Scholarship, 4-year ROTC Scholarship, Macomb Area Conference Red Division All-Academic Team, and several Science Olympiad medals. Greg plans to attend the United States Air Force Academy in Colorado Springs to fulfill his dreams of flying for the Air Force and someday becoming an astronaut. Congratulations. Michael Zubak, valedictorian. Michael is the recipient of an Eisenhower Academic Letter, Presidential Outstanding Academic Achievement Award, Spartan Scholarship, United States National Mathematics Award, and All-American Scholar Award. Mike will be attending Michigan State University and then go on to an Ivy League or Californian law school. Congratulations. Lynn Filardo, valedictorian. Lynn is the recipient of an Eisenhower Academic Letter and Presidential Outstanding Academic Achievement Award. She plans to attend the University of Michigan, majoring in pre-med. Congratulations. Raveen Garg, valedictorian. Raveen is a member of the Macomb Area Conference All-Academic Team and a member of the All-County Academic Team. He is a recipient of an Eisenhower Academic Letter, Presidential Outstanding Academic Achievement Award, the University of Michigan Regents Alumni Scholarship, several medals for Science Olympiad and Quiz Bowl. Raveen plans to attend the University of Michigan to study pre-medicine. Congratulations. Carrie Hildinger, valedictorian. Carrie is the recipient of an Eisenhower Academic Letter, Eisenhower Academic Fitness Award, and Oakland University Merit Scholarship. She will be attending Oakland University in the fall and later transfer to Michigan State University to major in electrical engineering. Congratulations. Yu Kim, valedictorian. Yu is a member of the Macomb Area Conference Red Division All-Academic Team and the recipient of a National Math Award, Michigan Competitive Scholarship, Eisenhower Academic Letter, and Presidential Outstanding Academic Achievement Award. Yu plans to attend the University of Michigan College of Literature, Science, and Arts to major in pre-medicine. Congratulations. Anna Kowalski. Anna is a National Merit Scholarship Commended Student and member of the Macomb Area Conference Red Division All-Academic Team. She is recipient of an Academic Letter, Presidential Outstanding Academic Achievement Award, Daughter American Revolution School Award, National Honor Society Scholarship, and the Carrington Humanitarian Award. Anna will be attending the University of Michigan Literature, Science, and Arts Honors College, majoring in biochemistry. Congratulations. Stephen Lautz, valedictorian. Stephen is the recipient of an Eisenhower Academic Letter, Presidential Outstanding Academic Achievement Award, Wilder Squares Detroit Pistons Scholarship, the University of Michigan Regents Alumni Scholarship, Masonic Lodge Scholarship, Macomb Daily Student of the Week Award, National Honors Society Scholarship, Seroptimus Youth Citizen Scholarship, and the Chrysler Corporation Scholarship. He is a member of the Macomb Area Conference All-Academic Team, Army Scholar Athlete, and the state finalist for the Michigan High School Athletic Association Scholar Athlete Award. Steve plans to attend the University of Michigan College of Engineering in pursuit of a biomedical or computer engineering degree. Congratulations, Steve. Ference Nagy, valedictorian. Ference is a member of the Macomb Area Conference Red Division All-Academic Team and is recipient of an Eisenhower Academic Letter, Presidential Outstanding Academic Achievement Award, and Wayne State University Presidential Scholarship. He will be attending Michigan State University with plans to become a surgeon. Congratulations. David Petrowski, valedictorian. David is recipient of an Eisenhower Academic Letter, Presidential Outstanding Academic Achievement Award, and All-State Honorable Mention for Soccer. Dave plans to attend the University of Michigan. Congratulations. Jonathan Rios Doria, valedictorian. Jonathan is a member of the Macomb Area Conference Red Division All-Academic Team, and he is the recipient of an Eisenhower Academic Letter, Presidential Outstanding Academic Achievement Award, the University of Michigan Regents Alumni Scholarship, the University of Michigan Scholar Recognition Award, Ford Motor Company Endowed Scholarship, is a National Hispanic Scholar. Jonathan will attend the University of Michigan to pursue a career in medicine. Congratulations. Catherine Sienkiewicz, valedictorian. Catherine is recipient of an Eisenhower Academic Letter and Presidential Outstanding Academic Achievement Award. She is a member of the Macomb Area Conference Red Division All-Academic Team. Catherine will be attending Michigan State University James Madison Honors College, majoring in foreign relations and business to pursue a career in the international business world. Congratulations. Heather Warren, valedictorian. Heather is a recipient of an Eisenhower Academic Letter, Michigan Competitive Scholarship Award, Presidential Outstanding Academic Achievement Award, Kalamazoo College Honors Scholarship, Miles Curry Memorial Scholarship, and she is a member of the Macomb Area Conference All-Academic Team. She will be attending Kalamazoo College in the fall. Congratulations. Leanne White, valedictorian. Leanne is a recipient of an Eisenhower Academic Letter, the Michigan Competitive Scholarship Program Award, and Presidential Outstanding Academic Achievement Award. She will be pursuing a career in engineering at Michigan State University. Congratulations. Michael White, valedictorian. Michael is a member of the Macomb Area Conference Red Division All-Academic Team and the recipient of an Eisenhower Academic Letter, Presidential Outstanding Academic Achievement Award, the University of Michigan Sokol Scholarship for Chemistry, and several medals for Quiz Bowl and Science Olympiad. Mike will be attending the University of Michigan Literature, Science, and Arts College of Honors, majoring in chemistry or chemical engineering. Congratulations. Adam Wilczewski, valedictorian. Sure. Adam is a recipient of an Eisenhower Academic Letter, Principal Leadership Award, Macomb Area Conference Student Activities Commission Student Activities Award, Presidential Outstanding Academic Achievement Award. Adam plans to attend the University of Florida, majoring in political science, emphasizing in international affairs, and minoring in Spanish. Congratulations. Tracy Zabzinski, valedictorian. Tracy is recipient of an Eisenhower Academic Letter, Presidential Outstanding Academic Achievement Award, Army Scholar Athlete Award, and Oakland University Merit Scholarship. She will attend Oakland University and later go on to the University of Michigan Law School. Congratulations. Nicole Stewart, salutatorian. Nicole is recipient of an Eisenhower Academic Letter, Presidential Outstanding Academic Achievement Award, and Wayne State University Presidential Scholarship. Nicole will enter the Lyman Briggs program at Michigan State University and plans to study veterinary medicine. Congratulations. At this time, I would like to reintroduce valedictorian Steve Laux to make a few comments. Steve Laux.
Good afternoon. Welcome parents, guests, faculty administration, and fellow graduates. A man named Forrest Gump once said, "There's an awful lot you can tell about a person by their shoes, where they're going and where they've been." The great many shoes of the graduating class of 1995 carry not only one of the most academically talented classes to have ever graduated from Eisenhower High School, but also a group of the most caring, unselfish, and friendly people I've ever had an opportunity to meet. Today, having reached the culmination of our high school years, is reason enough for having dressed in our best of shoes. However, on a normal school day, if we were to call any days normal, one could see a great variety and color of shoes. This individuality shows a very diverse class. This diversity is our strength. Some wear sandals, others combat boots, others regular tennis shoes, and yes, others regular running shoes like Forrest and myself. And yet, no matter how individual in personality or character that each of us is, it is clearly evident that the class of '95 shares a unique bond of friendship not often experienced by a class as a whole. Throughout the past 3 years, we have formed a sense of camaraderie and made friends that will last a lifetime. There is little, if any, jealousy or animosity apparent between the different groups at Eisenhower. Everyone accepts and helps one another, both in and out of school, and in times of hardship and celebration. There were many events throughout our high school year that brought us together. The unending memories that we share is yet another story that can be told by the many shoes we have worn. Remember 6th grade camp at Tamarack? The junior high dances and the Mallow-Shelby rivalry? The great times had by all when we crowded the stands for the Friday night football games in the fall, and then the even bigger crowds at the Saturday track meets in spring. Then there are the shoes that carried many of us away from home in early April to test our individuality in places like Myrtle Beach, Cancun, Daytona, South Padre, and many other far-off places. The great stories upon return will not be forgotten. We then moved on to senior prom with one more night. And now, here we are for one last hurrah at graduation. We have truly made it here as a team with many years of dedication and devotion. And as I see it, there are many people responsible for our success and accomplishments. Those that influenced us along the way, such as our parents and families, and the people that make Eisenhower what it is, the faculty and administration. For without their constant guidance and assistance, we would not be here today. So speaking for the graduates, I thank you all. Our years here at Ike, although they are no more, have prepared us well for that next step. So fear not. Although we may be joining a new team at college or jumping into a new pair of shoes at the career of our choice, we must remember what brought us here: the dedication, the devotion, and the teamwork. I have faith in each graduate here today that, as Dr. Seuss once said, wherever you fly, you'll be best of the best. Wherever you go, you will top all the rest. We have the ability to be whatever we wish, so aim high and let nothing stand in your way. Just as Mr. Gump had a pair of magic shoes, we must find our own. And when we do, they will truly lead us anywhere. Thank you, and good luck.
Now, to introduce our commencement speaker this afternoon, we are honored to have our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Joan Sargent. Since coming to the Utica Community Schools, Dr. Sargent has proven to be a gifted leader of our district, an avid supporter of our students, and a great friend of the entire Utica community. It is with great pride and pleasure that I present to you the Superintendent of Utica Community Schools, Dr. Joan Sargent.
Good afternoon, and congratulations to the class of 1995. Today is a day dedicated to students, a day to honor each and every member of the Eisenhower High School class of 1995. And since this is a day for students, it's with great pleasure that I introduce Corey Lynn Straitmans, our commencement speaker this afternoon. Corey Lynn has been involved in many activities at Eisenhower High School and has excelled academically. A member of both the Spanish Club and Ski Club, Corey Lynn is president of the class of 1995. She is also president of the Key Club and editor of the school newspaper, The Liberator. She is currently the treasurer of the National Honor Society and former representative to the Macomb Area Student Council. A skiing and boating enthusiast, Corey Lynn will attend Syracuse University in the fall and hopes to become a broadcast journalist. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in welcoming Corey Lynn Straitmans.
If you imagine that every student is a flower, Eisenhower's class of 1995 is a bed of roses. A rose is said by many to be the most beautiful flower there is, but before it becomes so beautiful, it goes through many changes and experiences. A rose is very fragile, needs all of the love and support it can get. It also needs constant pruning to keep it from growing in the wrong direction or from growing wild. When I look at all of you, I'm so happy and proud of the things that you've each accomplished. The love and support each of us has received from our parents and teachers, as well as from each other, is what has brought us here today and is what will prepare us for the successes to occur in our futures. The faculty of Eisenhower and the parents of the students in front of me today have taken the time to give each student the care that they need to grow to be the leaders, doctors, mothers, and fathers that will run the world of tomorrow. For this, I'd like to thank you on behalf of the class, because this constant care is the only thing that will result in perfection and help each student to be strong, like the stem of a rose. One of the reasons the stem of the rose needs to be strong is because of the many thorns that come up along the way. The thorns are prickly and they don't feel good to touch, but the rose needs them to become beautiful. Similarly, a student needs to experience hardships in order to become a stronger person later in life. These students will need to be strong when they are the ones helping the next generation to become better people. I'm willing to bet that most of the students in front of me here today have all, at one time or another, felt like they couldn't go on, like they needed a lot more than what they had, be it grades, friends, determination, or self-confidence. Even though the lack of these things sometimes depress us, we are so lucky to have the caring friends, parents, and teachers to help us get through them. These same caring friends, parents, and teachers have not only made the thorns less painful, they have shared with us many memories, some as sweet as a rose. When you receive your rose today, as you walk off the stage and take your first steps into the real world, remember the good times, the homecomings, the football games, AP tests, exams. But most of all, remember that high school is only preparation for the real world. We are all ready now to bloom and to move on. And these experiences will help to make us stronger, happier people, but this is only the beginning. The result of all this care and pruning and love is a beautiful rose that will face so much hardship, but will always remain bright and strong. The class of 1995 is paralleled to a bed of roses because each and every one of us will be strong, will succeed, and later will use what we've learned to help others be as strong and bright as we never dreamed we could be. Thank you all for making these past 3 years so memorable and wonderful. And I know no one needs luck, but good luck anyways. And congratulations on finally becoming a fully bloomed rose. Thank you.
At this time, I'd like to introduce Mr. Dick Kopis, President of the Board of Education. Having fulfilled all of the necessary requirements, we proudly recommend the Eisenhower High School class of 1995 for graduation. Mr. Kopis.
Thank you, Mr. Thomas. On behalf of the Board of Education members who are here this afternoon, we want to thank you for letting us be a part of this special ceremony for the Eisenhower class of 1995. You are not here because of us. We're here because of you. You've done an excellent job. You completed the coursework. You've reached your goal. And now it's time to honor you and convey that symbolic diploma upon you that says that you're ready to graduate from high school and go on to another phase of your life. There are two groups of supporters that have been alluded to by your speakers earlier that you ought to be very aware of. In fact, I'm dogmatic about it because I believe in it so wholeheartedly. Other speakers have talked about your families and what they've done for you and how important they've been in getting you here today to this point in your life. They brought you into this world, they cared for you, they nurtured you, they've given you love and support. And now you're at a point where you're going to make a very special change and go on and go out on your own and do some other things. I think it's very important that you recognize them today, and to that end, I'd like for this class to stand and turn to the side where your parents are and applaud your parents or your family who's here to support you. Thank you very much. The second group that I think it's important that you recognize is the school family. The principals, the administrators, the building support people, and most importantly, the teachers that have been a part of your life for these past 13 years. They've given of themselves, they've given of their knowledge, they've cared about you, and they've conveyed to you the best that they can to enhance your learning. I'm convinced after being on the board for a short tenure that the most important thing that we do in education is to put teachers together with students. All the bricks, all the mortar, the fine buildings, the gymnasiums, the pools, the athletic fields, all those things are wonderful. But the most important thing that happens is what happens in the classroom between you and your teacher. There are many teachers that I'm sure you can look back on and have good memories about. I encourage you, as you go forward in your life, to think about those teachers and to look back. And if you know teachers who have had an impact on your life, keep in touch. Drop them a note, call them, stop in and see them, and tell them how much you appreciate what they did for you as they brought you along in this world of education. I can speak to that personally today because there's someone here who was part of my educational life, at least his father was. Bob Duda's father was my principal when I was in junior high school a long, long time ago. And I remember him fondly because he cared about us as students. And he was a strong man and often a hard taskmaster. But I remember him for that because he had goals and things that he wanted us to do, and he saw that we did it. And he's up in Bad Axe right now, farming, and I'm pleased to know his son and to know about him after all these years. During our tenure on the Board of Education, this board has watched progressive improvements both in curriculum and in the teaching tools that we provide for your teachers. We're proud as a board of Utica Community Schools' efforts and progress in both those fields. As the class of 1995, you've had more exposure to computers than any other group of students to go before you. Every year we add to what we have available in technology and the sophisticated teaching tools that are there in your classroom. If our school community supports us this fall, we plan to even enhance that further by adding even more technology, more computers, more equipment, and even more importantly, by helping our teachers to understand how to use the equipment and the technology that we have and we plan to have in the future. Today and tomorrow's graduates will benefit from what happens in technology in the future all across America and particularly in Utica Community Schools. Unfortunately, the word technology is sometimes synonymous in our minds with the future. Technology is today, as we all know. But because it is synonymous with the future, it's important to us to look out there at where we're going to be. Your principal tells me and has said in his speech that about 80% of you will be going on to institutions of higher learning, college, community college, universities, Air Force Academy, when you graduate from high school. And that's just wonderful. It's great. Some of you, I'm sure, in this class are not absolutely sure about what you're going to be doing with yourself, what your plans will be. Some of you have a long-term plan, and you will see it happen. In the real world, the future is almost totally unpredictable, unless you have some special powers, which I don't possess. In the real world, life is a lot like a country road that winds through a mountainous area. It has unpredictable curves and twists. It has stop signs where you don't expect them. And occasionally you find a bridge out, which means you have to turn around and go back and retrace from another place to go where you want to go. The point is, exactly where you will be and what you will be doing is almost impossible to predict. The only way to be ready for that road and for this life is to be an outstanding driver when you start. What you will be, where you will be, depends on how you prepare yourself now. This is a starting point. high school graduation. It is not an end, as many of you have already demonstrated with your fine academic record. Get as much education as you can. There is an educational opportunity for everyone, and I challenge everyone in this graduating class to go out there and get additional education. We've seen some very bright, some very wonderful young people on this platform who are valedictorians and salutatorians, but every one of you has the potential, and every one of you needs to set a goal and go out there and do it, because it's available no matter how you have to do it. The challenge I want to leave with you is that you do what you have to do, but be prepared, because it's not an easy life, and the more prepared you are, the easier it's going to be. The Board of Education is very proud of you. You're a great class, not only as a group, but individually. We wish you every success, and I say to you, the trite old comment, be the very best you can be, and I mean that with all sincerity, because you all have the potential. Now, class of Eisenhower High School, 1995, are you ready to graduate? By the power vested in me by the state of Michigan and on behalf of the Utica Community Schools Board of Education, it gives me great pleasure to present the class of 1995 with their diplomas. Ladies and gentlemen, shall we proceed with the ceremony?
Charlotte Pevez, Senior Class Representative.
Amy Elizabeth Perden, National Honor Society, Senior Class Representative.
Cynthia Ruth Jones, National Honor Society, Senior Class Representative.
Jennifer Joy Hetzel, Senior Class Representative.
Valerie Nicole Hester, Senior Class Representative.
Stacy Elizabeth Branicki, National Honor Society, Senior Class Representative.
Catherine Jean Andreski, Student Council Executive Historian.
Graham Scott Wilczewski, National Honor Society, Student Council Executive Parliamentarian, Social Studies Department Award.
Natalie Nicole Ballard, Student Council Executive Treasurer.
Matthew Michael Flaker, Senior Class Treasurer.
Gregory Edgar Barish, Valedictorian, National Honor Society President, Student Council Executive Vice President, English Department Award, Science Department Award, graduating with highest honors.
Carrie Ann Hildinger, Valedictorian, National Honor Society, Senior Class Secretary, graduating with highest honors.
Anna Kowalski, Valedictorian, National Honor Society Parliamentarian, Senior Class Representative, Student Activities Department Award, graduating with highest honors.
Corey Lynn Straitmans, National Honor Society Treasurer, Senior Class President, Student Activities Department Award.
Heather Ann Warren, Valedictorian, National Honor Society, Student Council Executive Secretary, English Department Award, graduating with highest honors.
Stephen Mark Laux, Valedictorian, National Honor Society Vice President, Senior Class Vice President, graduating with highest honors.
Tracy Lynn Zapsinski, Valedictorian, National Honor Society, Senior Class Representative, graduating with highest honors.
Adam Sean Wilczewski, Valedictorian, National Honor Society, Student Council Executive President, Student Activities Department Award, graduating with highest honors.
Eric David Amat, National Honor Society.
Kelly Ann Allen, National Honor Society.
Mary Elizabeth Alsop.
Timothy Amadeo.
Heather Lynn Anger.
Heidi Ann Anger.
Robin Lee Anglin.
John Joseph Anselmi.
Jennifer Jill Asquith.
Amy Helen Astomborski.
Jason Allen Babin.
Jason Lewis Backus.
Rebecca Diane Bailing, National Honor Society Honor Thespian Vocal Music Department Award.
Christine Marie Bailey, National Honor Society.
Michael James Bates, Thespian.
Brittany Catherine Bauer, National Honor Society, graduating with high honors.
Danielle Lynn Bauman.
Sarah Lynn Benarski, Athletics Department Award.
Patricia Ann Beecherel.
Shane Thomas Bendit.
George John Bennett.
Gerald Benno.
Michael Anthony Bertucci.
Patrick Ryan Bestie.
Denise Lynn Bicknell.
Thomas Joseph Bilgen.
Thomas Darrell Bingy.
Benedict B. Biondo.
Rosemary Biondo.
Jason Christopher Bittman, National Honor Society, Computer Science Department Award, graduating with high honors.
Tiffany K. Bloom.
Nicole Suzanne Bomarito.
Dawn Marie Booms.
Carissa Lynn Borza.
Lawrence Joseph Bados.
Megan Catherine Borland, Honor Thespian, Best Thespian, Drama Department Award.
James Andrew Bowman.
Ryan Michael Boyette.
Kirk James Brain.
Amanda K. Bursa.
Jeff Michael Bremerkamp.
Cassandra Lee Brown, Honor Thespian. Hi, Sarah.
Sarah Catherine Brown.
Eric William Buck.
Holly Susan Bugie.
Brian David Buginski.
Catherine Bernadine Burrell.
Karen Ann Bussey, National Honor Society, Japanese Department Award, graduating with high honors.
Anton Martin Bussatel.
Laura Butera. Amy Lynn Butiter.
Jason Frank Bykowski.
Mark Anthony Krakow, National Honor Society, graduating with honors.
Jamie Susan Campo.
Richard Lee Capling.
Antoinette Maria Carmesino, National Honor Society.
Kevin Richard Carter, National Honor Society historian, graduating with high honors.
Anthony Michael Severio Cartolano.
Michael Domenico Casasanta.
Angelique Christina Castro, National Honor Society.
Sean Marie Cedar.
Jennifer Cerneva.
Lynn Lisbeth Charbonneau.
Thomas Matthew Check.
Sarah Marie Checkley, National Honor Society, graduating with high honors.
Brian David Chubb.
Paul Michael Sigatera.
Teresa Lynn Cipineri.
Nicole Ann Serrani.
Annette Marie Clace, National Honor Society.
Catherine Rose Cleveland, National Honor Society.
Margaret Lucy Clugston, National Honor Society, Honor Thespian, Best Thespian.
Rebecca Ann Cook.
Nicole Suzanne Kuhlman.
Laura Corallo.
Christy Snow Corter.
Jessica Dawn Causert.
David Michael Crampton, National Honor Society, graduating with high honors.
Heather Lynn Cricks.
Natalie Ann Crooks, National Honor Society.
Kevin Michael Cucci.
Angela Marie Curtis.
Marissa Kuzmano.
Aaron Justin Serkel.
Julie Ann Danielson.
Christine Wendy Daum.
Brendan Romaine Davidson.
Jeffrey Donald Davis, National Honor Society, graduating with honors.
Tanya Lee Davis.
Dominic M. DeSano.
Jennifer Michelle Dean, National Honor Society, graduating with honors.
Christy Ann Deeds.
Vincent Armando Del Greco.
Ryan Joseph Delala.
Daryl Edward Dairymaker, National Honor Society, graduating with honors.
Colleen Mary Devlin.
Mark Stephen DeVerst.
Jim Joseph Dex.
Alan Michael Deagle.
Stephanie Lynn Deeroff.
Nathan Jean Diederich, National Honor Society.
Renee Suzanne DeFabio.
Frank Michael DeGiorgio.
Nicole Lynn DiNardo.
Paula Michelle DeSalvo, National Honor Society, Business Department Award, graduating with high honors.
David Donzik.
Melissa Lynn Donay, Speech Department Award.
Robert John Drake.
Jennifer Elaine Dreyer.
Michael Joseph Zubak, valedictorian, National Honor Society, Math Department Award, graduating with highest honors.
Eric Douglas Eade.
Jacob Stephen Earhart.
Catherine Michelle Ehrbar.
Jennifer Michelle Eichhoff.
Michael David Embry.
Michael Douglas Ender.
Lynn Renee Filardo, valedictorian, National Honor Society, graduating with highest honors.
Anthony Salvatore Fanone.
Rami Moraisi Fascio.
David Kenneth Feakin.
Mark Evan Feldman.
Julie Andrea Ferris, National Honor Society.
Kelly Ann Ford.
Christopher Andrew Fortin.
Michelle Ann Fournier.
Tammy Joanne Fowler, National Honor Society.
Sean Michael Fox.
Jennifer Helene Foxley.
Melissa Ann Friedman.
Jessica Lynn Fuller.
Marie Colleen Finari.
Nicole Christine Gagnon.
Jason Peter Galba.
Dana Marie Gamble.
Lauren Elizabeth Garbo.
Pamela Ann Guerin.
Ravine Jane Gard, valedictorian, National Honor Society, graduating with highest honors.
Lisa Marie Gervasi.
Thomas Philip Gimbanico.
Aaron Vernon Gibson, National Honor Society, graduating with honors.
J. Edward Gilbert, National Honor Society, graduating with high honors.
Keith Joseph Gloucester.
Stephen James Godo.
Jason Patrick Goike.
Brian Stephen Graff.
Robert Lyle Grau.
Nancy Elizabeth Graves.
Kenneth Andrew Green.
Thomas Charles Greer.
Christopher Norman Grogan.
Scott Louis Gutchow.
Jacqueline Marie Habel.
Nathaniel Dennis Holler, Industrial Arts Department Award.
Philip John Hallman.
Jacqueline Marie Hamilton, National Honor Society Art Department Award.
Julia Ione Hannant.
Anytime. Heidi K. Harris.
Angela Marie Hart, thespian.
Joanne Renee Harvey.
Allie Renee Hines.
Jeffrey Stephen Hingelveld.
Benjamin Theodore Hensel, National Honor Society, graduating with high honors.
Maria Pauline Hernandez.
Ronald John Hill, Jr.
Carly Faye Hillbaum.
Corey Marie Hitchcock.
Andrea Marie Hoffman.
Charles Richard Hosty.
Leo David Humbach, thespian.
Sarah White Ignash.
Teodora Ilyevsky.
Cynthia Ilieski.
Sherry Lynn Ingham, Athletics Department Award.
Leonora Ivezai.
Scott James Jackson, National Honor Society.
Sean Michael Jacob, Social Studies Department Award.
Christina Marie Jacksa.
Ashley Lawrence James.
Erin Catherine Janda, National Honor Society, Physical Education Department Award.
Issam Nayam Janina, Physical Education Department Award.
Eric Michael Johnson.
Mary Rebecca Johnson, National Honor Society, graduating with high honors.
Jennifer Marie Jones.
Carrington Bassett Jones.
William Raymond Jones II, Thespian.
Carrie Renee Jory.
Roscoe Jovanovich.
Nicole Renee Caprol.
Kelly Lynn Kyle.
Michael Philip Keller.
James Joseph Kelly.
Yasser Jamal Khan.
Q Back Kim, valedictorian, National Honor Society, graduating with highest honors.
Jamie Danette Kaiser.
Jessica Ferrara Knost.
Catherine Margaret Kobus.
Dalibor Daki Kasevsky, National Honor Society, graduating with honors.
Daniel Kuchewski.
Jeffrey Allen Koff.
Mahalo Khan, National Honor Society.
Julie Marie Kopp.
Scott James Korf, Instrumental Music Jazz Department Award.
Jason Thomas Konorski.
Jennifer Ann Costin.
Jacqueline Renee Kornewski, National Honor Society.
Kimberly Lou Ann Cove.
Carrie Lynn Kowaleski.
David James Krucher.
Scott Michael Krausolowski, National Honor Society.
Sam Kronberg.
Tara Renee Kuku.
Karen Marcella Kulik.
Scott Kenneth Kuznia.
Salvatore Frank Lagrasso.
Michael David LaFleur, National Honor Society, Math Department Award, Industrial Arts Department Award, graduating with highest honors. Deanna Lynn Lagadna.
Leona Mary Lalios.
Elizabeth Louise Larum, Thespian.
Vicine La Rosa.
Timothy Salvatore Lorsorella.
Michael Douglas Lecklider.
Yu Lee.
Alyssa Joelle Lamarise, National Honor Society, graduating with high honors.
Salvatore Filippa Leone.
Stephanie Marie Lorenz. Shannon Patricia Lewis.
Thomas Vincent Leitz, Debate Department Award.
Joseph Frank LaJoy.
Benjamin Kenneth Lingo.
Gennaro Thomas Lebedo.
Brian Michael Long, National Honor Society, graduating with high honors.
Erica Page Lucas, National Honor Society, graduating with highest honors.
Kimberly Ann Lucius, National Honor Society, Honor Thespian, Vocal Music Department Award, graduating with highest honors.
William Alexander Luckstead.
Nicole Kristen Luzakowski, National Honor Society.
My Spanish isn't very, my Portuguese isn't very good. Vilma Maria Silveira de Macedo.
Maria Catherine Maguos, National Honor Society, graduating with high honors.
Claudia Magnus, National Honor Society, Instrumental Music Band Department Award, graduating with high honors.
Virginia Ann Markowski.
Brian Timothy Malesko.
Mark Anthony Mancini.
Todd Michael Manelski.
Christopher Ray Mangino.
Peter Chad Manjapani.
Randall Michael Manning.
Jennifer Lynn Manter.
Thomas Leonard Marchoni.
Daniela Maria Marin, National Honor Society Secretary, Marketing Department Award, graduating with high honors.
Scott Andrew Markle.
Christy Ann Marks.
Brian Daniel Martin, National Honor Society, graduating with honors.
Christine Noel Martinez.
Antonelle Massatelli.
Matthew Craig McAllister.
Ryan Joseph McClement.
Melissa Christine McCory.
Colleen Jennifer McHugh.
Darren Gorney McKinnon, National Honor Society, graduating with honors.
Daniel Tom McNichol.
Matthew Dean Medlock.
Michael Robert McGank.
Heather Lynn Merritt.
Melissa Ann Merritt.
Michelle Marie Miller.
Michael Allen Minko.
Stanley Arnold Mishler Jr.
Carrie Suzanne Mixa.
Maria Rosalia Mansu.
Christina Jacqueline Montelto.
Corinna G. Moore, National Honor Society, graduating with honors.
Beth Ann Morgan.
Michael David Lee Morrison.
Laura Elizabeth Moras.
Anna Maria Munafo.
Matthew Andrew Noss, Thespian.
Ferenc Pantaleon Nagy, valedictorian, National Honor Society, graduating with highest honors.
Sean Marie Naborowski.
Michaeline Sean Naughton.
Julie Marie Neal, National Honor Society, graduating with highest honors.
Gina Ann Nelson, National Honor Society.
Erin Lynn Neville, National Honor Society.
Nicole Marie Nightingale.
Christopher Michael Norris.
Yuko Okatani.
Donald P. Ohlendorf. Gordon.
Melissa Lynn Oniski.
Christopher Andrew Orden.
Brian James Orlowski.
Eric Sean Osborne.
Arthur John Ostral.
Jamie Nicole Packer.
Brian Anthony Page.
Michael Donald Pangalunga.
Philip Joseph Palladino.
Michelle Lynn Palazzola, National Honor Society.
Timothy Michael Palazzola.
Audrey Jean Palmer, National Honor Society, Thespian.
Alexia Dawn Pampelona.
Jason A. Pandick, National Honor Society.
Laura Beth Papa.
Stephen Emmanuel Papastamanis.
Jennifer Marie Parker.
Sean Patterson.
Michelle Ruth Patterson, National Honor Society, graduating with high honors.
Eric John Paul.
Jennifer Nancy Paul.
Marcy Lee Pierce.
Sarah Margaret Pelney, National Honor Society.
Denny Lee Perkins.
Teresa Ann Person.
Robert Michael Pizik.
David Petrosky, valedictorian, National Honor Society, graduating with highest honors.
Eric Michael Phillips.
Leah Nicole Petrosky.
Lisa Marie Peeney.
Carrie Ann Polchowski.
Amy Melissa Pomonte.
Carrie Michelle Ports, National Honor Society.
Jason Michael Powers.
Matthew Scott Poxon, National Honor Society, graduating with honors.
Amber Lee Pretzer.
Christopher Michael Prill, Instrumental Music Band Department Award.
Benjamin Edward Presky.
Angela Marie Purvis.
Carrie Lynn Powolowski.
Lisa Ann Quitter, National Honor Society, graduating with honors.
Jessica Ann Randall, National Honor Society.
Maria Grazia Rendezzo.
Janie Joanne Redinger, Thespian.
Christian Carl Redland.
Amanda Kate Reed.
Jennifer Beth Reed, National Honor Society.
Dennis John Reichel, National Honor Society, graduating with honors.
James David Reichert, graduating with honors.
Anthony Robert Rearg.
Michael Andrew Rennick, National Honor Society, Athletics Department Award, graduating with high honors.
Bernadine Francis Resch.
Marciana Marie Reusch.
Tracy Marie Ribbich, National Honor Society.
Emily Susan Richardson.
Jennifer Susan Richardson.
Katie Lynn Richter.
Jonathan Rios Doria, valedictorian, National Honor Society, graduating with highest honors.
Jason Gerard Rivers.
Matthew Robert Rose.
Bryce Cameron Ross.
Catherine Margaret Ross.
Lawrence Michael Ross.
Erin Rose Rosta.
Amy Kristen Rowan.
Kelly Lynn Rubel.
Shelley Ann Rubel.
Jeffrey Allen Rule.
David Robert Rumer, graduating with honors.
Sarah Elizabeth Ruzinski.
Edward David Sable.
Melissa Ayano Sanders, National Honor Society, graduating with honors.
Michelle Lynn Santamaria.
Allison Sarka.
Matthew Richard Sarzinski.
Michael Sean Sadawa.
Michael Alexander Savage. Ryan Alexander Savage.
Jennifer Ann Scheffler.
Ryan Matthew Scheel.
Christopher Daniel Schmidt.
Mark Allen Scholten.
Lisa Marie Schrader.
Eric Christopher Shutt.
Gary William Schwartz.
Philip Peter Sakella.
Ryan Franklin Sakella, National Honor Society, graduating with honors.
Bo Frederick Trometer Semlo.
Vesna Serafinovsky.
Rebecca Elizabeth Shade.
Michael Todd Shane.
Michael Vincent Shamley.
Jenny Rebecca Sharp.
Kenneth Ronald Sharp.
Vinco Chef Shirelli.
Rochelle Jean Shotwell, Spanish Department Award.
Catherine Nadine Sienkiewicz, valedictorian, National Honor Society, graduating with highest honors.
Ryan Edward Siley.
Jason Beer Singh.
John Pashko Sinishte.
Laura Noel Suran.
Natalie Christine Cizak, Forensics Department Award.
John Anthony Scusa.
Daniel Vincent Smick.
Jason Allen Smigelski.
Garrett Eugene Smits III.
Heather Enan Sova.
Shannon Marie Sova.
Jason William Spiller.
Jason Andrew Spindler.
Jacqueline Marie Stanzik, National Honor Society, graduating with high honors.
Jason Monroe Steele.
Heather Rose Stepnitz.
Nicole Lynn Stewart, salutatorian, National Honor Society, graduating with highest honors.
Heather Marie Stewart.
Natalie Connie Stojanowski.
Melissa Marie Stone.
Jeffrey James Streberger, German Department Award.
Stephen Mark Stepinski.
Jill Marie Sutherland.
Ronald William Swain II.
Renee Michelle Swiderski, National Honor Society.
Angela Lynn Samanik.
Aaron Joseph Shina. Stephen Michael Serzin. Stacy Ann Tank. Scott Thomas Taylor. Dawn Elizabeth Terry. Laura Virene Thibert. Stephen John Theedy. Andrew John Thomas. Amy Marie Thompson. Jason Lee Thompson.
Christopher William Timms.
Christopher Michael Tadaro.
David William Trammell.
Anthony Tuzo.
Melissa Lynn Ulowitz.
Jeffrey Allen Van Hee.
Michael Vandelinder.
Cara Elizabeth Vanderbeek.
Matthew Christopher Vaughn.
Ronald Charles Velesevic.
Christina Marie Ventimiglia.
Nicholas Tom Burgess.
Carrie Lynn Verga. You look so cute.
Karen Mary Voles.
Emily Mills Wackley, National Honor Society, graduating with highest honors.
Heather Marie Wallaco.
Melissa Ann Walsh.
Sean Robert Wayne.
Emmett Joseph Webb.
Jenna Harmony Webb.
Leslie Jeanette Wentworth, National Honor Society, Instrumental Music Orchestra Department Award.
John Albert Wernes, National Honor Society.
Anne Sue Westbrook, National Honor Society.
Craig Joseph White.
Jessica Danielle White, National Honor Society, French Department Award, graduating with highest honors.
Leanne Leslie White, valedictorian, National Honor Society, French Department Award, graduating with highest honors.
Michael David White, valedictorian, National Honor Society, graduating with highest honors.
Charles Thomas Wick.
Thomas James Wick.
Louisa Joy Wierzbicki, National Honor Society.
Nicole Catherine Wilson, National Honor Society, graduating with honors.
Ryan John Wilson.
Jason Lee Witt.
Aaron Michelle Whitwer.
Michelle Cindy Wiljarczyk.
Shannon Antoinette Wojtasik.
Kelly Renee Wallenweber.
Eric Andrew Wollaston.
Daniel Robert Woodworth.
J. Raymond Wren.
Carly Elizabeth Yanko, National Honor Society.
Chinha Yu.
Aaron Renee Zienert.
Jason Gregory Zock.
Carrie Lynn Zollner. Geraldine Joyce Fusey.
Stephen Bradley Kaminsky.
Natalie Ann Dyer. Antonina Roxanne Risch.
Thomas Hadley Sirikoff.